Hello and welcome back to part 3 of this Zelda 2 Let's Play and walkthrough. In this one we are going to do everything between the first temple and the second one. We're going to get another spell. We're going to another 2 spells, a new sword move, going through all of Death Mountain for the hammer. And it's not as bad as you think, as long as you know which way you're going, but there are some new tough enemies there. In this first cave, it's pretty straightforward. There's a few boomerang guys, but mostly Octoroks. These guys can throw lower than the ground or just straight into your feet, so they can be a little bit tricky. If you need to use the shield spell, we have the new red bat. When they come down far enough, they will change and they will shoot fire at you. And here is where you need jump to move on. Pop into this little forest over here for a free fairy. Also, if you go through the swamp, near this rock, I think it's just one square below, is an extra life, so be sure to grab that on your way through. After doing that, head towards the forest to the right. You can go talk to, I think, Bagu is what the character's named. If you talk to him before going to the town past the bridge, it'll just save you some backtracking. The guy will open the bridge for you because you've already talked to him. And it is located in this general area. It takes me a minute to find it, but there are some forced encounters around the area full of these jumpy guys, and they can be annoying to hit sometimes. And here we talk to him, Bagu. Show the note to Riverman. It's a great name. So after talking to him, we just head south. And the bridge is a forced encounter full of little skeletons that jump up at you. I usually duck as they pass over. They will sometimes shoot rocks at you, or little fireballs. So if you duck, you'll just block low and just not get hurt. To get the magic spell in this one, you have to find the lost mirror. To find it, you just go into a nearby building, and I think it's this one. Yep, this building. If you just crouch and attack near this table, you will find a mirror. Why it should leave it under the table? Who knows? And this is a very useful and expensive spell. Life! So just keep heading left from there, and eventually you'll come to a bridge that is not lowered or extended. So just leave the building and boom. Now you can get across. And now we will venture into Death Mountain. Just go to the right. Do not go left. There's nothing interesting to be found. Just go right. You can eventually get out of there, but there are potential dead ends if you go left. The new enemy here are these guys that swing axes at you. They do a lot of damage. If you're not feeling confident, just use shield and then attack him. More skeleton guys that jump out at you, just duck when they jump in front of you, and you'll just block what they're shooting. They do steal your experience, so try not to let them hit you. In this screen, if you have enough, use jump and shield to take the top route for a maximum magic. When you use it, select life and use that as well. You will gain a net positive on your magic, and you will restore some health. I find the red axe throwers to be more difficult to fight with the jump magic, so I just pass him up and continue on with life. As always, I find it easier to jump and attack. I have no idea why. I think it's just it helps with the timing. Here I decide to kill 2 blobs before moving on, just to get that little bit of a level. And because of that axe guy. But that allows me to increase my magic, which fills my magic bar, and allows me to heal myself so I don't die. For some reason I didn't use shield. It's usually a good idea to use shield while fighting these guys because they are very strong. Always use shield, because you will die if you do not use shield. Luckily, the one I killed earlier does not respawn. From here, we just go left to this cave entrance, and we have a little bit more going on here. I do use shield here because there are the red axe throwers. Sometimes they will throw in quick succession, but these guys you do have to jump and attack, otherwise you'll just take axes to your face. From here, take the elevator down. Right is a dead end. And we got the red guy here. Gotta go through a gauntlet of jumps here. There is this guy. Just wait for him. And the final screen, we have just an axe swinging dude. A red axe guy. And then round 2. And we finally have the hammer. And just backtrack all the way back out. Break the rock immediately to your left and then step where it was to fall down for a magic upgrade, which is also mandatory. You need all of them to collect the very last spell in the game. Take the cave to the right. It is the quick way to get out of here. Be careful of the Octoroks. And when you get past them, it's just a long walk up. No encounters or anything, just a nice, easy path. The bridge, though, is another story. It is at least 2 screens long. First screen, not too bad. Just got a few spear guys. The blue ones will throw their spear, so be aware of that. On the second screen, be sure to use shield. You have to fight a red axe guy as well as dodge bubbles. Luckily, he is the only one. And that is the trek back. Head to the north, and we will go break a few rocks, collect a few more things before heading to the second temple. I had left and then up first. To the right is the first one I go for. And at the end here is a heart. From here I go back down and then to the left. There is the rock in the middle of the swamp to break, which has the secret medicine for the next town to get the spell. We go ahead and collect that before the second temple just to be able to beeline from the second to the third. In this one, it's a bunch of the ground crawlers and the, of course, jumping little skeleton fish that shoot little rocks at you. And we have a axe guy as well, but by now you should be used to fighting them. At least, I hope you are. After grabbing the secret medicine, continue to the right towards the next town. Go all the way to the second screen, to which we will need to use the jump spell to get on top of the roof of a, I guess it's supposed to be a church. And inside is going to be a sword skill. Talk to the knight, and he tells us to press down when jumping to stab. After getting that, stop by in the next screen to find the person that wants the secret medicine, or the water of life, as they call it. And inside we will find the fairy spell. Be sure to take this with a grain of salt, because you will be the weakest thing on the planet when you are a fairy. It will allow you to fly, but other than that, that's all it does. Well, you can go through locked doors as a fairy, but you still can't fight anything. Head back toward the left into the swamp to get to the second temple. Well, first we actually go into the cave. There's an experience bag up in there. Gotta fight through a bunch of the jumpy guys, which they will inevitably hit you. The boomerang guys are a staple of any cave at this point. And from here, just continue heading towards the left through the swamp. You will get into quite a few battles, as everything will move faster than you. Be sure to stab the statue for maximum magic. You can use that to heal yourself, and I will see you in the next episode.